Hello everyone and welcome along to the third and final international roundup of this September international break. It's only 3 days until Liverpool are back in action, but there have been some mightily impressive performances from the Red Stars for their national teams. Let's take a look at the final round of matches then, as the Reds will now report back to training ahead of that dreaded early kickoff at Wolves on Saturday. Somewhat strangely, I'm going to start with a player who wasn't even representing his senior side at international level, yet he seemingly set the continent alight with his performance. 17-year-old Ben Doak caught the headlines as he tore his Spanish opponents to shreds. If you haven't seen already, search it up on social media and have a look, because his performance was unbelievable, even though Scotland eventually lost the match 1-0. Imagine a fully fit Ben Doak, enthused Scotland under-21 boss Scott Gemmell, having witnessed the Liverpool winger terrorise Spain on his first start for the team in their UEFA European Under-21 Championship qualifier on Monday night. Stefan Bajcetic was an unused substitute for the Spaniards after having come on as a substitute earlier in the week during their 6-0 win in Malta, earning his first minutes on the pitch since his injury in March. Now let's take a trip then down to South America to take a look at how the 4 Liverpool players fared in their World Cup qualifiers last night. Darwin Nunez was handed a second successive start for Uruguay on Tuesday after his impressive display against Chile on Saturday, in which he grabbed 2 assists. But Nunez was substituted at half-time of the Celestes World Cup qualifier yesterday, despite the game being evenly poised at 1-1, which the Uruguayans would eventually lose 2-1. Manager Marcelo Bielsa explained in his post-match press conference that he felt it was necessary to replace the Liverpool forward due to being limited after apparently arriving for international duty with minor muscle problems. Alisson Becker was once again left out for Brazil in favour of Ederson, who has started both matches for Brazil this week under new interim boss Fernando Diniz, who is also currently the manager of Fluminense, coincidentally the club of Liverpool-linked defence midfielder Andre. Marquinhos scored a 90th minute winner to earn the Seleção a crucial 1-0 away win in Peru to maintain their 100% qualifying start. Luis Diaz played 71 minutes for Colombia as they earned a hard-fought point in a 0-0 away draw in Chile, a relatively quiet performance for the Liverpool winger who earned a 6.6 rating from SofaScore, though he was chastised as Chile doubled up when marking Colombia's talisman. Alexis Mac Allister remained on the pitch for 85 minutes of Argentina's 3-0 win in Bolivia, once again in the holding role at the midfield alongside Enzo Fernandez and Rodrigo de Paul. Mac Allister boasted an impressive 94% passing accuracy from 63 attempts and won 8 ground duels on the night. Wataru Endo has probably had the best international break of any Liverpool player, and probably the best international break of his entire career, as Japan followed up on their 4-1 demolition of Germany with a 4-2 win over Turkey in Genk. The Japan captain remained on the bench until the 64th minute. Japan had been 2-0 up but had slipped to a nervy 3-2 scoreline, with Liverpool's new signing entering the fray shortly after Turkey's second goal to help Japan see out the win, completing 18 out of 19 pass attempts and winning multiple ground duels to halt the Turkish attacks. Diogo Jota started for Portugal on Monday night and played a full 90 minutes in a slightly unorthodox number 10 position behind Gonzalo Ramos, but scored twice and grabbed an assist as Portugal demolished Luxembourg 9-0. Portugal have won all 6 of their Euro 2024 qualifying matches since Roberto Martinez became head coach in January, scoring 24 goals in their 6 matches and conceding none. Scotland captain Andy Robertson will no doubt be gutted after his side lost 3-1 to the old enemy England at Hampden Park in a 150th anniversary friendly, though England were clearly the better side on the evening. A small consolation, Robertson grabbed himself an assist when he burst forward for the Scots and fired a low cross, which was buried past Aaron Ramsdale by his own defender Harry Maguire. Maguire, much under fire in today's news, has scored his last 2 goals for Scotland and Sevilla. After being rested during Egypt's 1-0 win over Ethiopia earlier in the week, Mohamed Salah played a full 90 minutes for the Pharaohs as they lost 3-1 to Tunisia in a friendly. A frustrating evening for Mo was worsened by the Tunisians rubbing salt into the wounds when Manchester United youngster Hannibal Mejbri appeared to mock Salah's iconic yoga celebration during the celebration of a 95th minute goal to seal the 3-1 win. And finally, Harvey Elliott played the full 90 minutes as England's under-21 side won 3-0 away in Luxembourg in an under-21s Euros qualifier. So that wraps up this week's international action. Thankfully, there have been no new injuries for Liverpool players, but with the Reds playing in the early kickoff on Saturday away to Wolves, numerous players are going to be subject to a fitness update. None more so than the South Americans with their long journeys ahead, as McAllister and Luis Diaz both played effectively 2 full matches, and Darwin Nunez, who was substituted as a precaution by Marcelo Bielsa as he nurses that muscular problem.